re, mi, si. Alright guys, welcome to piano lessons, and on today's class I will be teaching you the suspended chords. Alright, so suspended chords are actually used for a range of applications. Alright, let's dive right into that. Suspended chords are actually gotten from the major triads, okay? And by the way, I'll be teaching in the key of C. A triad simply talks about a 3-note chord. All right, so for example, the C major triad or major chord is actually C, E, and then your G, or the 1, the 3rd, and the 5th. Remember, the C major scale is actually C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then your C. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I hold my C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, this is my 1st, my 3rd, and my 5th. So a triad is simply a 1st, a 3rd, and a 5th. A suspended chord, a sus2, is actually a 1. Instead of playing the 3, you play the 2. All right, so 1, 2, 5. All right, and then a sus4 is actually, instead of playing your 1, 3, 5, you now play 1, 4, 5. All right, so 1, 4, 5, that's your sus4. Your sus2, 1, 2, 5. Your sus4, 1, 3, 1, 4, 5. So one thing about the suspended chords is, like the word says, suspended, is not balanced, it's hanging on somewhere. So all right, you hear this a lot. So let me quickly show you some of the applications. One of the ways you can actually use a suspended chord is by playing them with their respective chords. Alright, you can have suspended chords on any chord. Alright, so let me show you some of the applications using a song like How Great Is Our God. Did you see that? So how great is our God. Did you see that? The sus4 result back to the C major triad. Sing with me, how great. The sus4 on the A minor chord. So we sing how great. You see that? So I play the sus2 and then resolve it back again to the F major triad. How great. You see that? You hear this a lot. So this is the sus4, then result back. This is your so this can actually be said to be your, this is both your G sus4 and then your C sus2. All right, you can see just a matter of where you're playing from. So that's why, all right, it's our God. All right, that's one of the applications. I think you can also do is to play the G. We normally do this a lot against your F sus2. All right, so how great is our God. Sing with me, how great. You see that sus2, sus4 back to your track. Oh, we sing how great. You see that your G against your F major sus2 is our God. And now I'm going to show you another application. All right, so we use them in modulations. All right, you've had this 1,000 times. So oh, we sing how great is our God. Yeah. All right, you see that? So what I simply did to modulate from one key to the key on top, to modulate or transpose. Or to modulate simply means I'm playing on key C, go to key C sharp. All right. If it's a semitone modulation, go a single key up. All right. By the way, a semitone talks about distance from one key to another key without a key in between. All right. So I'm modulating to my C sharp. Is a God. So on the next key, play the key. Next key you're going to play the fifth or the saw, which is your G sharp, and then on your right hand play the sus2 of the fourth chord of the other key you're going to, which is in this case, which is F sharp sus2. All right, that's the how great is. All right, let's go back to C. Oh, we see how great is our God. Now modulate. All right, you see that? All right, that's that. So, and I now did something like this is gotten from the major scale of your this is gotten from your C sharp major scale, the extension, and I've taught you how to extend scales. All right, okay, back to our C. Another application is in situations where we use the sus2 or the sus4, where we use them when we are playing our 7-3-6. all right, this is your 7-3-6 T mi la. All right, 7-3-6 your T mi la. All right, so what I want you to do is on your look at the chord we are going to the sixth actually. So this playing the 6, the 7-3-6 is just a way of passing into, that's why we call it the passing chords, passing to the sixth. All right, so this is the sixth. All right, so look at this 6. If I want to play the sus2 of our 6, that is your A, your B, and then your E. All right, so what I'll do is for my 7th, I'll play the 7 against the 6th sus2. all right, so all right, then resolve it to your E major. All right, so on my E, so when I go to my E, all right, I'll play the E major. All right, so did you see that? All right, all right, so on my left hand I'm holding E, B, D. On my right hand I'm holding my G sharp, my B, and then my E. All right, so this is one of the things we do, a walk up or all right, or all right, any of these. So this is A sharp, E, D sharp, E, or F sharp, F, E. So that's how I'll most likely play something like this. All right, so see this. So see this. Do you see that? All right, see this. See how I'm going to play most likely. All right, so this is a walk up. On my left hand I have, all right, F, A sharp, B. All right, then I did D sharp. All right, this is an enclosure. This is what we call it in music, enclosure. All right, this is my E. So I enclosed it. So I started from, so like I encircled it. All right, D sharp, F, and your E. I'll still do a class on your enclosures how to enclose our chords, how to enclose our notes. All right. So some of the places where you see this, how great is our God. Sing with me. How do you see that? All right. So another one I also want you to look at this is, instead of going 7 3 6, you're now doing 3 to your 6. All right. 1 to your 4, 3 to your 6. All right. So play. This is your E major, right? What's the sus4? This is your sus4 for your E major, right? This is E, A, and B. All right. Then resolve it back. Then, so we use this a lot, just like what we did when we did how great. So go to your E and do the same. Oh yeah. So, all right. Then go to your A. All right. That. And by the way, guys, if you're getting value from this class, make sure you subscribe. Just encourage us, and then on your notification bell, so YouTube also lets you know when we post other interesting videos. All right. So you see this? Did you see that? So you are. All right. You see this? You are Lord, are my strength and shield. All right, you see that? You are Lord, are my desire, and I long to worship you. All right, guys, go ahead and practice all of these. All right, another thing you can also do is what I did at the intro. All right. So it's kind of a reading piano. So what I did is, so just 1 2 1 2. So on my left hand, my C, my G, my right hand, my C, my D, and my G. So I'm doing a hammer on inside. So it's like a drum percussive movement. Or like what a guitarist is going to play. Then, so I'll go to my my B flat major, still holding what I'm holding on my right and my sus2. So I drop down on my left hand. I now have my my A and my F. By the way, the B flat major chord is actually your B flat, your D, and your F. All right. So I'm still holding. So on this one, this is A and my F. My right hand, I'm still holding my sus2. And now go to my G. All right. So here I am to worship. Here I am to bow. Here I am to sing that you're my God. All together. So light of the one to step down into the